Hey y'all, it's Erica over at The Broken Spine. Welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. It's Tuesday. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this video up on Tuesday or if it's going to go up on Wednesday, but this is my September TBR. So I'm just going to jump right on into it because I don't have a lot to talk about, but I have enough to talk about. I am going to talk about the Booktube Prize first. So this is the final round in the Booktube Prize, and I signed up to judge the final round before I registered for my last two classes. And I'm already stressed because I just got two of the books from the library. They just came off of hold, and there's one other book that I am waiting for to come off hold, and I'm hoping that it comes off of hold before the last week in September. But I belong to like half a dozen library systems, no joke, and there's like a huge waiting list for it until like the end of October. So fingers crossed that people will cancel their holds or they will return them. I even tried to get the physical copy of the book and no luck. So, or from the library, that is. But anyway, the book that I was just referring to that I need to get is 10 minutes and 38 seconds in this strange world by Elif Shafak, and that's a book that was on my radar when it first came out. And also the next two books are books that I normally wouldn't read, but I am excited to read them because I have heard good things about them, but they are just not in my genre wheelhouse of reading. And the first one is Women Talking by Miriam Toews, or Toews. The next book that I have to read for the Booktube Prize is Lanny by Max Porter. That's it for the Booktube Prize. Now, let's move on to buddy reads because I've got a bunch that's going on. The first one I've actually started already, and it's with Tasha over at Amazing Reads, and that's Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro. I picked this up. This is an advanced reader copy, actually. I picked this up one day from work, and when I read the description of it, I was like, oh, this sounds really, really good. And then I started hearing people talk about it at work who had read it prior to me. And they were like, oh, it just tore me apart. And then Ashley at Bookish Realm and Deidre at Shade Tree Reads, they both read it, and they were both like just all in the feels. And there were moments that I believe they both said that they cried, and I was like, oh, I'm not ready to be torn apart like that. But I've already started reading it. I made it up to chapter 4, I think, last night while I was supposed to be doing homework, but I decided to de-stress from my workday by doing some reading versus some homework. But that's a little more than you needed to know. But anyway, so far I'm enjoying it, and I can see the emotional pull already. I can feel the emotional pull already. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to this after I finish my homework assignment that is due today. And the next buddy read that I have is Nicky Drayden's Escaping Exodus. So if you watched the discussion The Deep with that was hosted on Ashley's channel, and Bree from Locked Booktition, Chloe from Thistle and Verse, and Harley from Cerebral Hedonist, we had a really good discussion of The Deep, and then we started talking about other things, and people asked if we would do another one, so we decided on Escaping Exodus. The next buddy read that I have, I'm really excited to read this book. It's Transcendent Kingdom by Gyasi. I read her debut novel, with Homegoing, which I absolutely loved. If you haven't read it, I definitely recommend that you pick it up. It's told in dual perspectives. I know nothing about Transcendent Kingdom, and I don't want to. I am trying to stay away from reviews. I am trying to stay away from reading the summary. When I go back to work on Friday, I will pick up my copy. The Buddy Read starts on Sunday the 6th, so I will get started on that. Oh, I forgot to say, I am buddy reading this with Greg at Supposedly Fun. All of the booktubers I mentioned here will be listed in the description box below. I definitely recommend that you check them out and subscribe to them. And last but not least, the last book that is on my list to read is for the Black Future Book Club, which is hosted by myself, Wendy at Book Nerd TV, and Shane at Luxurious Blue, and we are going to be reading Lovecraft Country by Matt Ruff. My plan for this is actually to not only read this, but to read some Lovecraft stories as well. If you don't know, Lovecraft was a racist, was a misogynist, among other things, and a lot of that came through in his works. So I remember when I was younger loving Lovecraft. So I'm just curious, now that I'm older, lived a little, know a little more about life and people and just, societal ills and things. I'm wondering if I will still love his works, or if I will say, okay, I appreciate them for what they are, don't love them, don't like it, whatever. So I'm just curious how my thought process will change. So that's all I have for you. I will say this, that my videos have already been sporadic, but I don't know how many videos I will be able to get out over the next 8 weeks because I'm working and my 2 classes. So I just wanted to put that out there, that if you see me even less than what you see now, then that is the reason why. I don't think I have anything else to say. I've told you all the books that I'm going to be reading. I've told you about my schedule. Oh, I didn't say this, but for Lovecraft Country, we have not decided on the live show date yet. So stay tuned for that. And we also have a Twitter account, a Goodreads group, and a YouTube channel. So all of those links will be in the description box below. So if you want to follow the Black Future Book Club, feel free. All of the live shows will take place over on the Black Future Book Club channel. So you might want to go ahead and subscribe to that. That's if I can speak, that's it. And if you liked this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of new content. And I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. Bye.